Hi everyone, it's Jennifer with another video here. I've been wanting to share this for a while actually, and I'm just getting the time now to upload a video. So I wanted to share these little notebooks that I made, and they are like shaker notebooks. So this is the cover. Then I just have like a little cutout there. And these are just plain dotted paper. So specifically this paper is from a notepad I got from Daiso. So you could use any paper that you want. But I just like the dotted paper for this. And then here's the other side of the vellum. And then here's the back. So I wanted to, these are pretty quick to make. So I wanted to share that. And here's another one. So there's a sequence for this one. I did use a fuse tool for both of these. So this project requires a fuse tool. And if you can see this one, I fused this piece into here so it wouldn't move, and then I put the sequence around it. Hope you can see that without too much glare. So that's that one. And it's pretty much the same layout. Here's the back of that. Vellum, blank pages, more vellum, and this is the back. So for this one, I did put some small sequins into the spine, if you can see that. Sorry for the glare, all this foiling. So I put some sequins there. I don't really recommend it. It's just an experiment. This one, I didn't put anything in the spine, and it works. It's fine because you can't really tell. It just kind of gets hard to staple if you've got too much in there. I just got lucky because these are really small. But, so yeah, so I want to share how I created these. So I started off with, and this is why I have the binder out, with these, they're photo sleeves. So I believe it's 4 by, hold on, I'll measure it right now and see what it is exactly. So they hold photographs that are 3 3/4 roughly by, is that 5.5? So 3 by 5s. And you can find them, I found these at Office Depot, so I put this here so you could kind of, this is another project that I'm starting, but you can see kind of the dimensions of it. So they come in 4, they come in, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and what I did is cut it in half, and you can, these are a lot cheaper than buying the full page, and they're full page inserts, and they are, I think 3 millimeters. So then I cut it in half so you can see it looks like this. And here's the holes. So what I did is, after cutting it in half, sometimes you get these like little loose pieces. Just cut all that off. And then I'm gonna cut along the, not on the dotted line, but just to the right of the dotted lines so that it doesn't open up the pocket. So I want to use as many pre-closed spaces as I can so I don't have to use my fuse tool for too much of it. So then you want to have something like this, and then you can tell from here, all you do is insert your pages and your sequins, and you're going to staple it shut. So this is essentially going to become your book. So the way I do the pages is I cut, so I measured it already, but I measure it a little smaller. So this is about an 8 and 1, let's see, 6, 8 and a 6. So I just round down to 8 inches. 8 by, I think this one was 5, by 5.5. So just 1/6 of an inch smaller. You can do it as, you can have as much space around it as you want. So I basically, this is going to be just plain copier paper. So I'll cut some to that size, and then I'll cut some the same height but just one, I think it's 1/16 smaller, so you'll see right here. See, it's just so ever so slightly smaller. So I cut the stack in half. And the reason I do this is so that when I fold the paper, it's not perfect, so you could cut all the edges to be straight, but when I cut the paper, they're not so offset, so it doesn't look so weird. Sometimes when you cut it, they start flaring out. So I did that, and the paper that I used for the other two was a little bit thinner, so I don't know how it's going to staple. I might not use all of this. And then I cut a piece of vellum to go over it, so it'll be like this. And then, so what I'm gonna do is put some sequins in here. So I went to PlannerCon this year, and they were giving away these little sequin packets as little samplers. They came with a business card, but I don't have it with me. But they came with like a little sample of washi, and so I'm gonna use this because I really like the colors. Let me see here. So at this point, I would recommend putting sequins. If you're gonna do something like this, I would recommend putting all your sequins in, and it really helps to have these little tiny ones here that usually you can get from like the Target dollar spot during the holidays, because they tend to cling everywhere, so it kind of distributes them nicely for the ones with the pocket in the middle. I also did it for this one. I won't do it for the one I'm going to make now so you can see the difference, but they do stick everywhere. So what I'm going to do is pour the sequins in here. Just pour as much as you'd like. Probably going to end up pouring all of it. Okay, that's a little too much, so I might dump some of it out. I think that's enough, just so when it lies flat. I'm going to put some extra gold sequins in here, that's why. So there we go. I'll just pour the rest of this in here. And these are nice to just put inside your purse, like if you just want something small. And then, let's all be real, we know we collect notebooks like crazy, so you don't actually need a lot of paper, because by the time you get tired of this design, you can always just make another one and then recycle this, maybe make a shaker card out of it, and then you have your pocket done. So yeah, so that's why I didn't put a lot of paper, because, well, A, it's hard to staple, B, like I said, we all collect notebooks, so the faster you can use one up, the more satisfied you'll be. So then I'm going to add a little bit more sequins. I was going to add this in the middle here, so I might just put a glue dot on there. Yeah, let's see here. You know what, I'll just put, I was actually going to do a review on this, but I guess I'll include it now. This tape runner from Daiso, I've been testing it out to see how it compares to some of the ones that I use. Like, I have tried this Tombow adhesive, and my favorite, which is this Elmer's one, holds really well. Cards don't come apart, and it's inexpensive. You can get it at Walmart. The refills are inexpensive, so I've used this for years. And of course this is a little more expensive, but also really, really good. And then this Daiso tape, which is also amazing. It's like score tape. So this is actually pretty good. I've made cards with it, and I've seen how they held up. I've left them out. So I really like this. I recommend that if you're on a budget, this is really, this Daiso, or you're just experimenting with tape runners, this is nice. So I'm going to try to see if this will hold. I've only tested it paper on paper, so this is pretty clear, so you'll be able to. So I'm going to put that here. I find that it's best to use my fuse tool. I'm not sure if anybody else has this problem too, but if it doesn't get, you're not on a squishy enough surface, sometimes it won't bond. So I put about 4 pieces of paper and then I use a mouse pad so I don't have to worry about it. And then, okay, I said I was going to put a little bit more sequins in, so I'm probably going to put a little bit of these gold ones. In here. I think that's good. So then I'm going to fuse it here at the top. And the fuse tool comes with this ruler, which is handy. So I'll just line it up as straight as I can. It's not crazy important that it's straight. And then this is what the fuse tool looks like. And it just heats up and you just roll it across the plastic. You just have to do it fast enough for it not to melt all the way through, but just good even pressure all the way. And then you just use this is what I do, I just use this to help scrape it out. So yeah, bonded pretty well. And at this point, if you wanted to, you could put sequins in here. This is the binding where I was talking about. You can dump sequins in there, or I guess you can put a piece of paper, but I think it's just a lot easier after experimenting with it to leave it alone. But it's up to you. And I just use my thumb to kind of, as a bone folder, and just crease it so it folds nicely. And it lies flat. Oops, sorry about that. My phone, I didn't put it on silent. So there's that. And then for the back, I'm just going to cut a piece of paper. I haven't decided what paper. I didn't really think about that, but I'll go through my stash here and see what I want to do. I really like these. I really like the My Mind's Eye brand. I get them at Hobby Lobby, these little 6x6s, because I just mainly make cards. So these are perfect size. This might be nice. Yeah, I think this is good. And so I will cut this in the same way. So I haven't cut it yet, so I will cut that now. And I'm going to cut it to, let's see, I will cut it to whatever the measurements are going towards the inside. I said like 3, we'll cut it to 3, a little under 3.5 by 5, a little under 5.5. So we'll do 3.5 and we'll take off a 16. And then we'll do a little under 5.5. We'll take out another 16. And you can always eyeball this. It doesn't have to be exact. Well, I guess I did a little bit too small. But that's okay. Because it doesn't have to be perfect. It looks good either way. So I put the foil on the outside since this is a little big. You need to give yourself space to fuse the top, so just make sure you do that. Just cut off a little bit at a time. Until you're satisfied. I could cut a little bit more. Alright, I like that. And remember, you're not really going to see the inside of this against this because you'll have paper in front of it. But if it does matter, you could always do whatever you want. But you'll be able to see the back and the front like that. Okay. So then, let me fuse. And you can always put sequins in here too. It just might be a little bit, I mean, it's not going to be that much bulkier, but, or you can put a sticker in there, or you can write somebody's name or a message to someone, or you can write, like I plan to give this one away to some lucky viewer, so I will write, I'll write my YouTube name here. So yeah, just let that dry. Doesn't smear. But you can write whatever you want, like a message, and these would be cute for stocking stuffers. I mean, everybody needs notebooks. You can, I don't think there's anybody out there that doesn't like notebooks or keeps notebooks for something, even if it's just simple bookkeeping or keeping track of your bills. Okay, so then your cover is basically done. And then now it's time to, and this way when you use paper, going back to using paper, you don't mess up your surface because it will mark, if you can see the little marks. It's just easier, and just keep the same stack until you marked it all up. So now we're just going to fold the paper, and this is fairly easy. Just gonna fold it in half, and it doesn't have to be perfect. If you want it to be perfect, you know, you can spend a little more time on it. We'll just fold a few at a time. So let me fold all these, and I will be right back. Okay, so I've folded all my papers here, and you can see they're nice and neat. If you have, I just use my hands, I just use my fingers. If you have a bone folder, you can always use it to make the creases nicer, but I think this paper's thin enough that you don't really need it. So then we're just going to attach it into our book, and we are done. You could, like I said, you could always add something in there, like a sticker or something. Let me see if I have anything that I can use. I will be right back. Let me see if I can put something here to make it a little bit nicer. Okay, so I'm gonna put a sticker on here just so it looks a little bit nicer. I'm gonna use, so actually, as I was saying, I went to PlannerCon this year with my sister-in-law, and we went to an Erin Condren seminar, and they were giving away these, part of the little package was these little planner stickers, which are beautiful, but they also have these really nice quotes stickers. So I'm gonna be using this one because I think it matches the color pretty well. Maybe there's a gold one. Let's see here. No, I like this. I like this quote. Be open to whatever comes next. So I'm gonna use this sticker here just to add a little bit of something. And I'm gonna be putting it right there. Okay, the fairy covers it a little bit, but that's fine. So I like that. Now I'm just gonna staple it all together, and the key to this, I found this stapler at Daiso, and you can see how it works here. I'll demonstrate it. I definitely recommend, if you want to try this, to get this if you have access to one at Daiso. I will try to get another one and do a giveaway. But, so this is what happens. You can use it as a normal stapler, or you can flip it this way, and this is what's going to allow me to staple it like this. So it turns a stapler head, basically. And you can staple it that way, or you can staple it this way, so that the teeth are going out. So I'm going to do it this way. There's 1, 2, and I'm going to put this one right in the middle. Sorry if I'm out of frame. 3. 1, 2, 3 staples. And that's it. Your book is finished. Just press it down. And I like to just press down all the pages. Go through, not every single one, but just a few at a time. And just kind of press them down. And that's it. And you can use whatever kind of paper on the inside. If you want to make it all vellum or all, you know, darker paper, so you can use like a white gel roll pen. But basically that's it. And you have yourself a nice little notebook, a little shaker notebook that you can put inside your purse. So I will be doing a giveaway for this one here, the one that I just made with the fairy on it. I made these for my sister-in-laws, so they will be getting these. And I hope you all enjoyed my tutorial, and if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. To enter the giveaway for this journal here, I will just, let's see, what should I do? Give this video a thumbs up, be a subscriber, and in the comments, you can answer the question, what are you going to dress up for Halloween? How are you going to dress up? Or if you don't celebrate Halloween, what's your favorite candy? So thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Any questions, I'm happy to answer. Thank you. Bye-bye.